Like I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing picking hands with on the frank. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't.
Despite her claims of disinterest, Remy Ma appears to be constantly monitoring Papoose's relationship with Claressa Shields. The only thing she knows for sure is that she believes he will move on to someone else. It was assumed that Remy would move on once his new girlfriend sidelined him, but it seems she still feels something for him. Remy's inability to cope with the news indicates that she is still affected by the speculations that Papoose will soon pop the question to Claressa. Claressa and Remy obviously don't get along because they got into a furious disagreement about Papoose on social media a few months ago. Persistence of hostility between Remy Ma and Given. That they were once thought to be among the hip-hop industry's strongest couples, and that their love seemed strong enough to withstand any difficulties. Papoose never ceases to astound admirers. The topic of how things came to be is raised by Remy's domestic abuse and both sides' accusations of infidelity. After Remy was jailed for shooting someone in 2008, people thought their relationship would be over. The fact that they got married while she was still behind bars is intriguing. Throughout her more than 6 years in prison, Papoose remained faithful to him. There were no accusations of infidelity, scandals, or dubious conduct at all, but his seeming dedication, which presented their relationship as unbreakable, left people speechless. K-rapper in Hollywood, where loyalty is more uncommon than a mythological creature, gets involved in a scandal every other week. But Papoose is as steadfast as a boulder, demonstrating his devotion to Remy in a manner that made him a household celebrity in the entertainment industry. Even though Remy accused Papoose of being unfaithful while she was in jail, he was there, arms wide open, ready to help her reintegrate into society after she finally left the gates. They not only made it through those years apart, but they also grew stronger as they carried on building their lives together. By 2018, they were celebrating the birth of their daughter, Remy. Remy already had a son from a previous relationship, and Papoose had 3 children of his own. We thought that this indicated that they were close, but in 2023, there were rumors that Remy's alleged affair with rapper Eazy, the Block Captain, was the cause of their impending divorce. The once unbreakable bond was abruptly broken as her feelings descended into a violent physical conflict. According to rumors, Papoose and Eazy got together at a networking event, and their relationship rapidly got out of hand, according to reports. Papoose didn't hesitate to strike Eazy because he didn't intend to back down. However, the real chaos started when Remy and Eazy joined forces with Chiotti in a rap battle. If you've ever witnessed a rap battle, you know that Gotti wasn't holding back either. Rap battles are intense, emotional, and uninhibited. He grabbed the microphone in the middle of the heated argument and shocked everyone by accusing Remy of cheating on Papoose with Eazy.
I don't give a fuck if you want me to just tell you stop doing your business. I found out you was selling the help. That could really ruin your image. We talking the Rockin' Michelle, Happen Real, and the rest us got a postage sound simple for
people had been discussing it privately for a while before Gotti's surprise disclosure. But instead of just making his point and leaving, he publicly shamed Remy for cheating on him after years of being married to her. I think she betrayed the man who has helped me through all of my hardships, he explained. This vocal assault, which went beyond mere allegations, infuriated the audience.
interview. He's showing admiration of how the world how he think this woman the greatest. I think I held you down in prison for 6 years.
The most unexpected aspect of this whole incident is that Eazy essentially validated the charges rather than attempting to deny them.
You want to know the most? You want to know the details? Nigga, keep this on your DL. If you heard a nigga did something to me over a female and he ain't dead, it's probably because I still got the female, nigga.
After years of devotion, Papoose is obviously going through a difficult time. Rumor has it that he broke up with Remy because she had cheated on him, not because of a dispute. Papoose soon moved on and began dating Claressa Shields, a well-known boxer. The real drama is that despite Remy's initial efforts to seem calm and unconcerned, there are rumors that Papoose's new relationship is getting serious and that Remy isn't taking it well. People are saying that she is having difficulties boldly, asserting that she will battle for what is rightfully hers, and even hinting that she is willing to strike someone if necessary.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like in this certain situations, you could talk to a person. You express how you feel. They express how they feel. Y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. Yeah, I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing your luck and hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
You take ownership of your actions. A few days earlier, Claressa sent him an Instagram message for Papoose, and Claressa writing, "You are the one who is married. You can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be. With me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safely." Or maybe you fell asleep in the Sprinter, so it seemed like Claressa was imploring Papoose to tell her the truth. Remy then wrote, "Papoose's stupid self fell asleep on the phone with Claressa." This bee, who was allegedly a boxing champion, became terrified and hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Now that I'm telling you everything, you're not alone. But she didn't end there. In an effort to undermine me and portray him as God's gift for a long time. She also wrote to this woman named Claressa Shields and that pitiful publicity team that released untrue information about me every day. I begged Papoose to disclose anything to stop the narrative, but he believed that the best course of action was to keep quiet. I'm exhausted. She continued after that. According to this New Yorker, Claressa got very upset when she found out that Remy had put her online. She sent Papoose numerous messages, including, "I know you hate the internet games, but you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team is going to freak out when they see this. I can't be up here exposing her, etc. The movie will be available before December 25th. Have you received your other phone yet?" "Don't worry," she replies, adding that I don't care what she says or puts in her story. Claressa's movie, which opens on the 25th, highlights her status as a top fighter in light of Remy's public disclosure of her personal life in this manner. The last thing she wants is to be exposed as being engaged to a man who is still legally married. "Hey, Miss Shills, I'll pop the question with a dummy," Remy responded in reply. "Before he did what you suggested, I made a copy of your chat. Additionally, he was conspiring with one of his girlfriends to try to ruin me, the same woman who might have used my platform to expose you. While he was getting me arrested, the last time she had cheated on him was 17 years ago. I possess all of your images and quotes from women he was holding me down. Sidebar: while I was away and he was about to say that my poems were his. Imagine that if anyone was going to reveal any personal information about me, it would be him. He also threatened to do so." However, Remy later shared other texts that seemed to indicate Claressa was begging Papoose for necessities. "I'm not happy, but all right, I'm going to stop. Since I don't want to add to your already existing stress, I'm just going to stop. Even though being honest is always the best course of action, I can't thank you for it because my feelings aren't justified. I'm just tired of talking and you not listening. I will not do anything you feel like doing. I'm lying here feeling foolish. I'm tripping. I'm asking for gifts. I'm expressing my life with flowers and I want some alone time. Thank you for saying this. Remy Clown Claressa." "Hi, Miss Shields. I am still a lady without a partner. Your mother won't suddenly go, 'Oh, and he won't buy you anything because I'm excellent at that. Because he believes he's the prize and is a taker rather than a giver. Your guy is mad because I'm the one with the bag, and I'm genuinely thrilled, so please stop playing with me. You don't want me as an adversary. I know you. He finally responded to her by saying, Remy is a narcissist who chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I've moved on, and she's playing the back part. Despite my repeated demands for a divorce, she would rather influence Chase on social media than handle this like a responsible adult. I would prefer not to participate in social media. Foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old child, who, as you can see, must go to school. He went on to say, you feel stupid, but you look stupid too, as though he were characterizing Papoose as a broken person. He chose not to address the claims that Remy was having an affair with his friend because he is the neighborhood leader. Rather, I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, and this is where Remy was now that I finally moved on, he said. She is upset, which is why she is lying. We could seek a divorce like adults, said the narcissist. Since I wouldn't lie and it's simple to show that I'm lying, she won't do it. You are the one who played about with the police, and it is pitiful to lie about historical events in public. Even though I didn't knock her out, I had the feeling that this idiot was pleading with me to make up the knockdown. Everyone saw him in the fetal position the last time I saw him, so it doesn't matter that I didn't even punch him back. I knocked him out, and Remy woke him up and took him home for 4 days. As you can see, she was keen to lie about it again. Not because he slept with my wife, but because he shook my hand and then slept with her. I knocked him out. Regardless of what I do with my child on any significant day, you have tried to force me to pay for a smooth divorce because you are addicted to gambling. She added, I've been begging you to go and let's have a secret divorce for years. But you've said that the only way you can leave is by a public outcry. Since you know I'm not the social media type, you use my morals, which are based on my upbringing and my reputation as the gangster girl, against me by recording me saying things like, oh, not really. Will I call the police for help? Are you a snitch, a rat? You should call your brother Joe. You try to avoid involving me in anything and everyone. They were being pushed by my gullible ego. No, don't talk about your true identity. You would do whatever it takes to uphold the myth of black love that I assisted you in creating. And you put up with the lies that were told about me. The woman said that he was envious of her accomplishments and the manner in which he helped other rappers. You hated that I started Battle Rap League, and I was mad I was helping other rappers over you, she added. In fact, you said you would try to destroy it. The fake knockout story is getting old to me. She also asked him how many of her friends and family he had deliberately pushed away and alienated. You persisted in saying, see, it'll go away. But nobody understood what they heard. The problem worsened after you came and went from my security system like a nighttime burglar in a mask. You contributed to the creation of a public narrative by buying information and feeding battle rappers in my company's stories. He knew you were coming because he knew you had run out. You then forced me to accompany you to the awards and pretend everything was well because you were jealous of my getting preferential treatment and remarked, I mean something to you all. She wrote, play with the police, Pap. So you forgot the pool never got finished being remodeled. Because you were getting in the garage and the workers called the cops to get you the fuck off me. While reportedly engaging in violent and physically violent behavior, I need to be edited. The audio and video then continue to lie. This argument has turned into complete chaos, so I'm not sure whether I want to continue at this time. Their marriage seems to have been problematic for a while, despite the fact that they have long been able to portray themselves as the perfect black couple. To be honest, they had everyone's attention. Amy continued by saying that she and Claressa were friends before Claressa started dating Pap. She sent the following text in her DMs, and here's Pap, who's a weird old girl for wishing me Happy New Year's. She attached screen grabs of their conversations. Her actions were dishonest, but you can only keep up a facade for so long before it breaks. I made a monster by giving you praise when I knew something wasn't right and said nothing about it. You may lie to these people because you believe you know what I have. A few days later, this woman was actually getting in touch with me to ask for advice on how to flaunt her physique. I assure you, you will regret it. Clarissa's caustic reaction when she had gotten tired of being replaced was, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown behavior. I'm not 45 yet, but you are 29. And I'll just say this, you are not aging like wine," stated Remy. "Please remind your guy to buy you flowers and presents. I'm not your enemy." He didn't pick up his phone this week since he was with his girlfriend. From Kali, who tried to expose Pap and Clarissa's infidelity, demonstrated Remy's dishonesty in crafting the wording to create drama. "False taxes are driving you mad. I'm not a bee. You can engage in bullying. You're angry and resentful. Stop making a fool of yourself," she responded. "Come get your behind." Whooped and crash out February 2nd. Claressa would have easily destroyed Remy because she is a skilled boxer and mixed martial arts practitioner. I have to give Claressa credit for her energy, so it's not surprising that Remy didn't challenge her to a fight. Despite her claims that she is over Pap, she also seems to be quite focused on their argument. She is obviously unhappy with the relationship and the engagement rumors that are going around. There are rumors that the block captain is already cheating on her with other women. And her current relationship with him isn't doing well either. You normally lose them the way you get them, so this shouldn't come as a surprise. When it comes to showing off his new partner, Papoose hasn't stopped back and seems to be already searching for a ring. Claressa has publicly stated that she is prepared to marry her beloved. In her
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know. It's not one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
After realizing she messed up with Papoose, Remy is probably upset and feeling ill. Tell me what you think about this. After reading the following, please share your opinions and comments below.